these plays are personal and they are somewhat illustrative of my life, but most of them take incidents that happened, like the one with the two Lynn and Lauren Lujak play. What happens is the incident that really happened in my life is somewhere in the past, and we see these characters 15, 20, 40 years later. Another one of them is this Beechwood Park, another Odyssey and Oracle play. That's about, and this is what's really good about that play, is that this was another memoir that I did about the girl who threw the rock at this woman she's inexplicably hated called Big Bird, this skinny, ugly woman. The woman fell and was knocked out. The ambulance came. 3 or 4 years later, this girl became anorexic and just as skinny as the woman she had attacked. And I always thought to myself, there has to be some kind of psychological connection that she was trying to become like this woman to punish herself in some manner. But in writing this play, that incident is almost dead smack in the middle, word count wise, of this play, and you would think that would be the crescendo, the climax of the play, the main axle. But in reality, it's not. As I was writing it, the more important character was not the girl who threw the rock, but her older sister. And the relationship or quasi-relationship with the older sister of the girl who threw the rock and Danny Wagner is 98% fictional, because and there we have the Danny Wagner actor, aware that he's an actor playing Danny Wagner, who then takes the role of another character and hits the sheet with the Janie character so that Danny Wagner isn't cheating on his wife. So it's an interesting meta thing within a meta thing. And that character, the Julie Morgan character, I found much more interesting than the Christy Morgan character. And in the middle of writing it, I changed the focus of the play. As I'm writing, I'm saying, oh, this is not going where I wanted. But that's a very good thing, because a much better thing came of it than just me writing a play about this girl and her criminal assault on this woman and ending up in an insane asylum for 30 plus 35 years or whatever it is. That's a much better thing. And so the real dilemma, the biggest dilemma of the 5 or 6 axles in that play is not the guilt that the girl who threw the rock feels, which would be more what even a Tennessee Williams, as a great playwright, would have probably focused on. The real thing is the guilt or not guilt of the Julie Morgan, the older sister, on whether she is putting her sister and signing her sister over to the state asylum because it's good for the sister, or it's good for her so that she can get money from selling the family house that she would be the sole beneficiary of. And so that's a much richer, much deeper, much more complex play, and it happened in the middle of writing. And this is what happens when you're doing great stuff. It comes to you, and you have to, as a writer, be able to go with it. And so few writers are willing to do that, to go with what's working. This is one of the things that makes me such a great writer, is I'm not afraid to do that, and I embrace that kind of thing happening. And Beechwood Park is a phenomenally great play. It's a complex psychological play, and it's also got quite a bit of humor as well. And that it's set at a sanitarium only enhances the fact that it's a very rich and deeply psychological play.